Hey everyone, it's Steph. Happy Thursday. Happy rainy Thursday. Yay for more rain, right? I'm not door knocking today because it is raining, and while I do like knocking on doors and I will knock on doors to sell your house, I draw the line at door knocking in the rain, which I think is totally appropriate. But anyway, this is my first time doing a video in the car. Let me know what you guys think. You can see the rain and see how appealing that is. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about home energy scores. So I think that's something not a lot of people are super familiar with. They're new here in Portland, just started January 1st, that the city of Portland is requiring anyone selling a house to get a home energy score. And I brought an example, which is probably going to be backwards on the screen here, but I'm going to show it to you guys anyway. So this is what it looks like. See if I can flip it around so that it's the right way for you. You can see that this home scored a 1. It's a 1 out of 10. It also estimates the energy costs for the home for the year. Why is this important? So City of Portland wants to reduce carbon emissions by 50%. And part of that is that they want to educate buyers about the cost of the energy in the home that they're buying. And so they're requiring sellers to do this. So this home is a really good example of a Portland home. So 1 to 10 is our score. And this is a home built in 1904 and is a 1. As part of that, like I said, they give you the home's estimated energy costs. So that is not to say, you know, there might be somebody who really likes it warm in their home, has the thermostat at 74 versus other people who try to keep it at 66, wear sweaters. So that's not going to affect it. It's not looking at how much these particular people spent on energy costs in the year. It's just looking at the average for this home, what's most likely, right? So the other thing that's interesting about this report is it has the home's carbon footprint on the bottom, and then the second page lets you know how you can improve those numbers, right? So the second page says score today 1, score with improvements 9. And then how much would you save per year if you did those improvements that they're recommending? And what are those improvements? So typically what we're going to see on this list, they're going to give you a list on the bottom, recommended improvements right here. And on this one it says insulation, professional air sealing, upgrade to Energy Star. So that's important. So why is this important to you if you're not selling right now? So a couple things. Number one, I want you guys, when you're thinking about doing upgrades in your home and you're thinking about selling one day, because most people do sell their home one day, right? When you're thinking about that, you want to be thinking about energy efficient upgrades. At this point, this isn't making a huge difference for buyers. I haven't had anybody asking for these scores or not picking a home because of a low score or anything like that. But I do think that'll change. You know, as I said, this is brand new. This is just since January and it's April. So I think in the future buyers will be more picky about that, and we're still in the seller's market. But if we become a buyer's market at any point in the future, which we certainly will, right? The pendulum always swings back and forth. Once we're in a buyer's market, and if potentially that's when you're ready to sell, right? You're ready to sell your house and it's the buyer's market, then this is going to be important, right? So you're going to want your home to have a really good energy score to be competitive when you're selling it. And then the other reason I wanted to tell you guys about this is because it's an inspector who came and did this class for us yesterday, and he does these home energy scores. There's lots of companies that do them in Portland. But the reason it really stood out to me is because he was talking about the example of insulation in the walls. I asked him, how do you know if somebody has done the thing where they cut the hole and blow the insulation in the wall? And he said, well, I know because they show me a receipt. And if they don't show me a receipt, I have to score the home as if they haven't done that. So that's my other big take home for you guys. Number one, consider energy efficient improvements when you're doing them. And number two is that if you do them, hold on to the receipts. And as a buyer, if you have a seller who's telling you that they blew insulation in or did some other kind of energy efficient upgrade that is not visible, ask them for receipts also, because this is going to affect you in the future. Certainly, if you're curious about the energy efficiency of your home, you can do one of these anytime. They are good, he said, for 8 years. Every 2 years they have to update the numbers of the energy costs, but other than that, the score itself should be good for 8 years. So if you are thinking about selling your house in a year, 3 years, something like that, you might want to go ahead and get this done and consider doing some of those improvements that are recommended to make your home. I'm going to show you those one more time. So that list of recommended improvements, right, to make your home more marketable. So anyway, that's all I've got for you today. If you have any questions about those home energy scores, let me know in the comments. Hope you're having a good day.